Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to Jagged Alliance 2. Picking up quite a bit sooner than I originally planned, but the game had other things in mind. There is a little bit of bad news for it to deliver for us.
Another job taken care of.
Not that, but I've reloaded the last save from just a couple of hours before.
That's encouraging.
And we should be getting some bad news here.
I have some disturbing news, I'm afraid. The mine is just about tapped out. The Queen has been working her hard, and now the ore is coming to an end. We'll get what we can out of it. Then we'll close her down.
I'm all done.
Now, what that means is that our mine income out of Chitina is first going to spike a little bit. It was 4,800, now it's gone up to 5,000. It might get a little bit higher before it's done, but then it is very quickly going to trail off down to zero, which makes Chitina a lot less valuable for us to hold now, and makes a little bit of our next moves kind of for us. We need to be considering getting out of Cambria and pushing on towards the Alma mine sooner rather than later. And Grum is going to become a higher priority than it previously was. I'm going to go ahead and continue kind of playing on my own, getting the rest of the Cambria militia trained up, and then getting characters moved south here. And we'll pick up once there's a little bit more to show. And welcome back, guys. Returning a little bit sooner than I thought I was going to be. We are most recently having our Squad 2 guys circle through Drassen to pick up some additional supplies, as our B team was low on medical supplies and our A team was low on ammo. It felt like time to do a little online shopping. Now, getting our B team from Drassen back over to Cambria to drop off the supplies, I actually went ahead and used Skyrider. He wasn't able to get them all the way there. That was the wrong filter. But he was able to drop them like halfway, shaving a little bit of time. But since this was the first time we had ever used Skyrider to transport troops, I didn't want you guys to miss out on an associated cutscene. So we're going to go ahead and check that out now and find out what the Queen has to say about it.
Elliot, good. I'm glad you've come. It seems you've forgotten to tell me something.
Your Highness?
Yes. When did the new helicopter arrive? And how much has it cost me?
Your Highness, that is not our helicopter.
What?
In fact, I was just now coming to report this to you. The rebel forces, it seems, have secured the services of one Mr. James Bullock, or Skyrider, as I believe he is known.
Elliot, you idiot! Why didn't you say so immediately? Do you know what this means? They can just drop in from anywhere. I want this helicopter grounded permanently. And if Mr. Bullock lives, shoot him!
As you command, Your Highness.
Oh, poor Elliot. He has really been taking a beating for some of our antics here. Alright guys, we are almost ready. All I really need to do is just get the ammo from them, and they are like an hour away basically. Once they arrive, I need to do a little bit of quick inventory management, and then I am going to be launching an attack on this SAM site. I'll go ahead and speed that part up for you, and I'll just catch you once we're ready.
We got a confirmed enemy presence.
Alright guys, and here we are, ready to finally take on the Cambria SAM site. We're going to go ahead and go to sector. Now I say finally, for you guys it may have been, oh man, it's going to be raining. I'm already super regretting this. We were able to snag some mobile militia, which is nice, but at the same time, oh, I really hate fighting in the rain. Okay, you know what? Let's see. So we want to get around the fence line. We want to get down to like right here. This is kind of a terrible direction to be assaulting this sector from. So I say finally, of course, editing out all of the boring stuff for your sake. I'm such a nice guy. But it has been like a week in game. Probably, man, 6 hours of gameplay, something like that. Mostly just, you know, repelling fights, managing various inventory, doing a lot more of the, like, strategic level, and a lot less of the tactical level, which is generally the stuff that is kind of interesting to watch, where lives on the line, all of that kind of stuff. So, that has all been going on in the background, getting you guys caught up to speed. Largely, we have just gotten Cambria, like, filled to the max with trained up militia. And then, since the Chitsina mine is probably actually depleted by now. I haven't looked at it. The last time I looked at it, it was producing like $100 a day, which is a far cry from the 5,000 at its peak. But it is probably fully exhausted if I had to guess. And with that going on, we, instead of launching directly at...
Yes, sir!
There we go. At the S.A.M site south of Chitsina,
Okay.
the B team basically didn't have any medical supplies left, which could have meant we ended up in a very bad position if... well, that's an interesting tactic. So they're set up with automated gas inside that building. Okay. Won't want to go in there without a gas mask. Check. So yeah, things could, you know, very quickly degrade into a bad situation with lots and lots of injured characters, and I did not want to see that happen. So, the B team ended up heading into Drassen. We ordered some supplies from Bobby Ray's. Those supplies largely consisted of medical supplies and 7.62x51 ammunition to supply our HKG3s. Now, we also picked up a couple of extra HKG3s. There were 4 more of them available, and I went ahead and left it the chance. And so that is why both Vince and Coyote now have guns matching the rest of our squad. We also went ahead and gave 2 of them to the B team, so they're carting them around right now. And other than that, I don't think we picked up anything else. So that was the reason for our little shopping run. Once that was done, it was then just a matter of having our B team head into Cambria to drop off the supplies, and now they're on their way back to the Chitsina S.A.M site in order to be taking it. They might actually hit it today. If I can get there, I probably won't get there before sunup. I might hit it in the daytime. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. They might end up getting there and needing to rest for a few hours. Who knows what the day-night cycle will look like by then.
Standing by.
Okay, great. While this is going on, I want to act quickly. Get all these guys to the very southern border. Not quite. Opponent's turn. That's frightening. Okay, so they do have skies outside of the wire patrolling around, and they're running into our militia, obviously. And our militia has no idea what it means to run a night off. They're just like starting fights with hand grenades now. That's good of them. Very good of them. So yeah, that's going to be something we'll hit within the next 24 hours. The other SAM, that is. Jeez, man. Pay attention to your cones of fire. They're like shooting into your allies. Oh, sheesh. So that'll probably be like the next big thing to really do. Back in turn-based mode. We need to get around this spotlight. Did I walk him? Did he not run? That's real silly.
Standing by.
Why were you not running?
Understood.
And then once this SAM site is sorted out, we're going to start heading towards the next town with this team.
Sounds good.
We're taking Alma? Yeah, Alma. I almost forgot the name of that town. We'll be taking on Alma with them. Bull? Oh my god, Bull. I'm sorry, Bull. I forgot you existed. I left you way up here. Okay. Would love for it to go back into real time. Any minute now. Yeah, not quite. Okay. We'll be heading these guys towards Alma. I think... Oh, no, not heading back into real time anytime soon either. I think the S.A.M site that we're taking right now might give us visibility over Alma, so we might be able to airdrop into it, which could be interesting. Or airdrop right outside of it, anyway.
What's up?
The other thing to consider is how close we could get our mobile militia to Alma, and whether or not they would be able to provide us any initial reinforcements.
You called?
But that is going to be
Yes, sir.
a little bit of strategic planning that we'll do.
Standing by.
For right now, I really just want to get these guys like up to the gate, set up in this kind of cone of darkness, far enough away from the fence so we don't get shot at, and then engage here. Alternatively, I do want to point out, this is kind of the same tactic I used on the last S.A.M site, and it's mostly because I want to leave the S.A.M site intact. I have to consider that I might have to defend it occasionally, and I would rather have it quite defendable. Another very solid strategy for taking it is to, or not just this sector, but any of the sectors that are fenced in and militarized like this, a very solid strategy is to consider wire cutters and sneak up to the fence line in an area that's not fairly brightly lit. Not like here, because why wouldn't you just go to the front gate by then? But like, you can sneak up to right here, for example. You can sneak up to right here, for example, and you could cut holes in the fence and then kind of sneak into the compound and start your fight from inside it. So that is always an option. It's like a totally viable strategy. Does Vince not even have night vision goggles? Oh my god. I am a terrible commander. I'm sorry, Vince. I'm not quite to the point where I've kind of stabilized my equipment, and so everybody is a little ragtag at the moment. And that's how things end up falling through the cracks. But one of these days, not too far away.
What's up?
Another interesting thing, and those of you with a keen eye may have already noticed this, is that in addition to the HKG3s, we were able to pick up just a couple, like I think literally two, I don't think I gave one to the B team, battle scopes to replace our ACOGs. The battle scope in this, I'm not entirely sure what it's supposed to be, like a specific model number or anything like that, but instead of a 4x magnification, it's a 7x magnification. It is the highest powered scope you can put on something that is not a sniper rifle, unless somebody's changed that since the last time I played. But the sniper rifle, or the sniper scope rather, in the game is a 10x scope, but it can only be fitted on weapons that are designed for it. So
Standing by.
the 7x is usually about as high powered as you are likely to get. And that's this current vision cone. Yeah, that's what a 7x scope looks like. Oh, at least that's what it looks like in the rain.
You called?
So, not exactly the ideal scenario for me to be showing this off, huh?
Standing by.
You get the idea. It's good. Just take my word for it. It is going to be one of the like final items. There's nothing that we're going to end up replacing that optic on a lot of our weapons. And so it's nice to kind of tick that box to get a sort of final upgrade. Also, there's a real good chance that these G3s will take us into the end game. I like them a lot. They're not pound for pound the best weapon in the game, but for the tactics that I prefer to use, I think they're pretty great. They're basically, they kick too much. They're a high-powered round in a very compact weapon, which I like. They're able to be brought to bear really easily because they're not a particularly long assault rifle, but they do have quite a bit of recoil, which makes
Standing by.
aiming and repeated shots with them
You called?
a little bit more AP intensive.
Uh-huh.
What do I want to do here? I would like, due to the obscuring nature of the rain, I would like to get inside here. It's going to take 2 full turns.
Standing by.
I'm going to go for it.
All right.
Oh,
We're on.
well, then that happened. Grizzly. Oh my god. Grizzly. Bad news bears. Okay. I need...
Yes, sir. Standing by.
Standing by.
What's up?
You
We
called?
have no pyrotechnics except for Fox, huh?
Uh-huh.
Alright, alright. That's the thing. Do we have any chance of hitting these guys? Not really. Okay. You need like 50 to take a really good shot. You get up to right about here. Well, shot the other one.
You called?
That is something. Similarly, get her up to here. Take that shot.
Yes, sir.
Run him up to here. And not take any
Standing
shots.
by.
You know what? Considering the distance that we're going to be doing this, I'm going to switch to the handgun
Understood.
Not as strong as it used to be.
Serious snafu here.
Oh, great.
This is not looking very good.
We, of course, immediately then get a lightning strike, lighting up our position.
Running into trouble here. What did I hear? I
Grizzly.
hear something.
Okay. Militia at least getting it done. What do you call friendly fire from the other side? I mean, that it is actually friendly fire at that point. It was fire that was friendly to you. I mean, enemy fire doesn't make any sense anymore. Okay. Grizzly is hurt. It's not the end of the world. We are in positions where we'll be able to return fire.
Standing by.
And that is good. It does kind of show off
Right.
the downside that these weapons have, which is
Yes,
that
sir.
they usually are not able to take a lot of
sir.
shots. They're normally like a 2-round kind of weapon. Oh, come on. I guess I am standing. I don't want to take the time to drop.
The difference between life and death.
And at the ranges we're at, I don't think it'll matter. But usually,
Beauty.
a double tap from one of these things is super deadly. And so I consider it a fair trade-off. I would rather have
Sugar bush.
sugar bush. That's not an expletive I'm familiar with. I would rather have that kind of higher stopping power out of my, kind of standard duty weapon. There are definitely times when other things are appropriate, and
Blast it.
oh, great, another lightning strike.
Get up. Hit a blood vessel.
This time with the associated
I think I'll be
thunder.
okay.
Move up. No. Yeah, we all get lucky occasionally.
Standing by.
Grizz, you need to move out of here, though.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You called?
There are definitely times when other weapons are
Standing
useful,
by.
and I might end up outfitting our squad with like a single light machine gun or sniper rifle, that sort of thing.
You called?
That kind of... you're not going to make this, are you? Oh. Thank
Standing
you,
by.
Fox. for totally proving me wrong. Are you kidding me?
No more ammo!
You're not kidding me. Okay. Let's go ahead. Oh man, I can't drop down.
What's up?
I thought 4 was enough to change positions. I guess not. Okay.
What did I hear? Sugar bush.
We might definitely want to get, you know, like a sniper rifle.
I hear something.
Certainly, they're devastating when used appropriately in the game. But like a light machine gun can certainly be very useful to a squad. If we had a light machine gun right now, that would be amazing. That is definitely the kind of thing that could sort out a situation like this, or even a medium machine gun.
What's up?
Those are a possibility in the game. They're a little slow to deploy, meaning
Yes, sir.
they take basically an entire turn to just aim in with them. But then once you start pulling the trigger, the number of bullets that come out the dangerous end are very, very impressive. Alright. So the one super scary thing is I know there's a guy like right over here, and I'm a little bit concerned that I am about to run into him. 2 headshots. That guy should be in a world of hurt. He just took 2 shots to the head from a very large revolver, my friend. Okay. That's not too bad. I feel like that shot is obscured, and that's the reason the percentage is so low. Can still hit with it, though. You can still hit with it pretty hard, in fact. Oh, just out of AP. Okay. Get you up to, like... Well, there's no reason to hold back now. Gonna run bull all the way up here, and then... Grizzly, at least patch yourself up, my friend. Oh. Alright. Yeah, radio for help. I'm sure they haven't heard the massive amounts of gunfire happening everywhere.
Territory.
That was close.
Wasn't all that close.
One of the things I love so much about Jagged Alliance 2 is those interactions. Fox and Wolf get along very well with each other, and they have some custom lines that interact with one another. But even the little stuff, like Wolf, when he gets shot at and there's a near miss, like his line is, wasn't all that close. And Fox's is, that was close. So when they happen in concert like that, it's awesome. You know, that was close. That wasn't all that close. Alright. You have a very bad day.
Target dispatched.
Now, let's push up a little bit further. I am actually going to stop here for a second. It's super lit up and in broad daylight, but it does provide some pretty decent cover.
Okay.
So we're going to get up to here.
You call?
Fox and Coyote are not going to be so lucky, though. We'll just have Fox come into that position, and then we'll stop. Yeah, because we're still hearing stuff all around us. Okay. These guys are outside the compound, though. And the enemy turn is pretty short. Just from a general gauging how many hostiles are left in the sector, that's not taking them very long. So this might be the last guy. There might be 2 or 3. I'd be surprised if nobody was inside the compound. Of course, by the time we, alerted them and then finally actually got into the firefight, like whoever set off the alarm over here, they could have moved to the main gate. That's totally possible. Now, Vince, your marksmanship is not exactly amazing, but you are getting it done right now. And we've got Wolf to back you up. So he's dying.
You called?
Let's see about getting 29. We need to get up to here. Okay. That's good. Similarly, I can barely make it. Get up to here.
Standing by.
He can't really get as far as I want him to. There's one more and then drop down. Okay, Grizzly, you keep bandaging. And that's going to be it for this turn. Fox. Okay. I mean, that guy did yell, like he from taking damage from the bleeding. Is that what she heard? Huh. That can't be. Because that guy's dying. So if he was the only person left,
Standing by.
The AI would have ended it.
You called?
Like, he would have just auto let out. I'm going to go ahead and let him do this.
Terrific!
Mainly for his opportunity to gain a little bit of marksmanship. Okay. Fox, why don't you face this way?
Standing by.
In case whatever you heard earlier is still there.
Yes, sir!
Man, everybody's kind of in each other's way right now. Move back a little bit, and then Wolf, you just edge up.
What's up?
Full. Secure this avenue, and we're hearing definite movement from the east, including gunshots. We didn't see anybody when that shot happened. Huh. We shot at a guy over here. It's got to be like in this general vicinity would be my guess. Oh, or he's outside the wire. Okay. Well, then our militia are probably going to be able to sort him out before we can. Fox might be able to move in and take a shot from behind. We'll see. We'll see.
What's up?
You called?
93. Grizzly got all bandaged. Awesome. Okay. He's like in this general vicinity. Fox, how far can you make it? 44.
Oh.
Can see him. Can headshot.
Beauty.
That was deadly.
Standing by.
Want a break for Coyote to get up there. We'll have him run to like here. Okay. And then
I'm on it.
we'll just
Yes, sir.
in case anything was to happen while Fox is over there. Oh, there are more. Okay. I think that is the last guy. I'm sorry that he killed our militiaman. I'm sure, you know, that guy probably has friends and family and everything else, but I'm glad it wasn't any of our mercenaries because, you know, they have names, and I think names are very important instead of militia number 37. Either way, if our militia can't finish him this turn, Fox will probably be able to do it on her own. Assuming that she can see him.
Oh.
There we go. Easy double tap.
Standing by.
Doesn't quite get it done though. Run around, and oh my god. There we go. No way he was surviving.
All right. No
Not-
more ammo.
Not the last guy? Are you kidding me right now? Huh. It's like an instant switch back to the militia turn, too. Alright. Well, there's got to be somebody in here. And if I had to guess, they are holed up in one of the buildings. Not the worst thing in the world. After the next turn, it should switch back into real time, assuming we do not encounter anything else.
I'm on it.
Come over to here.
Yes, sir!
Come over to here. And then pass. Okay. We'll let our militia do a little bit of run around outside, and if they still don't encounter anybody, it should swap back into real-time mode, and then we're going to have to do some building clearing.
Yes, sir!
Which is always extremely dangerous, so hooray for me. You guys don't have to sprint. Okay, what I'm thinking,
I'm on it.
I'm gonna have Wolf come over to here, gonna crouch,
Standing by.
gonna have Coyote come up to right behind him, And then Wolf can open the door. Doesn't spot anything. Okay. And do something
Standing by.
very similar. Right over here. Okay. Still nothing.
I'm on it.
Nothing. Okay. Well then, let's start heading this way. Everybody this time come with us.
Let's do it.
Just in case we encounter something I am not expecting.
Standing by.
In fact, we'll like an occasional glance this way. No, nothing. Okay. Well, go ahead and try that same tactic again. Get Wolf over to here.
Standing
Coyote
by.
back him up. Well, I think that is one of our militia bleeding out. That fell down somewhere. I'm not sure where. Oh, up here. We can actually go save him. Like, it's possible to bandage those guys. Probably not something I'm gonna take the time to do, though. Truth be told, I was expecting
Standing by.
Knew they'd show up sooner or later.
countered something by now. Who saw him? That
Standing
was
by.
a lightning flash, right? Like, that guy's on top of the roof, right?
What's up?
Yes, sir.
I think that's what I saw.
You called?
I'm gonna advance a turn here. I think he's on the rooftop of that building. Huh. And I think Coyote caught a glimpse of him when the lightning strike happened. It was weird because he appeared like just in front of Wolf, but there's no way that there's a guy in that hallway with Wolf that Wolf is not seeing. Right? I might want to consider switching Wolf back to non-night vision goggle, but yeah, just like that. Yeah, that guy's like, he's clearly crouching on top of a roof. There's
Crap.
or not. Wait, what? What is going on here?
I'm crying.
Okay,
Standing by.
I am super confused, but I'm gonna check out the rooftop anyway, just because I'm already up here. Okay, so maybe he was just at the wrong angle for Wolf to see. Maybe Wolf should not be wearing night vision goggles indoors. They don't actually, like, I mean,
Standing by.
night vision goggles are not as good as your normal vision. Like, everything's green, and you're looking at a digitally rendered image, so you have really poor depth perception. But other than that, I mean, it's just bright green everywhere. If you were indoors, as long as the light level is consistent, night vision goggles are usually capable of adjusting to it. So that would be a little bit strange if that's what caused that. I'm going to have Coyote poke around up here, just in case.
Gotcha.
I think I'm going to find nothing at all. If I remember correctly, there are actually mines planted over on the kind of southeast side of this building. So we might want to avoid that.
Standing by. Understood.
Huh. Maybe that was just, like, super conveniently
Standing by.
timed. And a lightning strike occurred, and we spotted a guy, like, all at the same time. Oh, why do I know this is going to
Yes,
be
sir.
What's up?
super deadly? I don't like the idea of walking into this room. Is there anything back here? It's a hallway, right?
That's what I've been waiting
Oh, God.
on.
How is he directly in front of you?
Come on, you sons of bitches! Is that the best you can do?
I don't know, Bull, that was pretty good. Considering he took off the majority of your health and reduced you to -1 AP. Maybe we shouldn't taunt that guy. Have you considered that? Okay, maybe it is the night vision goggles. Let's, I mean, Vince isn't wearing one. He does have a gas mask on. Normally, like, at least the way I'm used to it, just because it would be, in my opinion, a little annoying if it didn't work this way.
What's up?
The negative penalties of this stuff is mostly understated in the game. Like, wearing a gas mask all the time would be absolutely awful. Like, you would never in a million years want to do that. You know what? With such limited action points at such close range, we're actually going to try swapping to the shotgun. Miss entirely.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see about running over here. Like, how can I not see this guy? I still can't see this guy. But he's not on the roof. He's down here.
You called?
I don't know what is happening anymore. Well, I tell you what then.
Yes, sir.
Nope.
You called?
Let's try. We had to get 2 spaces away from him to see him. I'll tell you what. Box. Just in case. We'll put both of these away. And then run to, like, here. Can't see him. Can see him. Okay. Headshot, pistol. Thank you.
Beauty.
Whew. That was a little nerve-wracking at the end.
Gotta stop. Just me.
Bull, don't have a heart attack. This is bad for you. Okay. I don't really know what happened at the end there. Like, that seems really weird to me that the game would have interacted with a light level like that.
You called?
I mean, it appears dark in here, right? Yeah, like it is dark in here. So it couldn't be the night vision goggles. In fact, taking them off might have made it harder for her to see than anything.
You called?
Also, they still think there's an enemy in front of them. So, clearly the game can have some trouble sometimes. Okay, but at the end of the day, we have secured a SAM site. That's all that really matters, right?
Standing by.
Go ahead and get Grizzly in here with the rest of the party. I'm going to end up doing some inventory management stuff. We'll find out what kind of cool loot there might be. I want to crack open these crates. There's a locked chest back here. Got a couple of bathroom medicine cabinets to see what is inside of. And we will do that in between this and the next episode. Hopefully, I do not have to play a whole lot of time between this episode and the next SAM site attack. So the next one should be up relatively soon. Any time there's a break, just be assured I've not forgotten about the series. I'm still playing it. I'm dedicating just as much time to Jagged Alliance 2 as I am to the Darkest Dungeon. It's just that the Darkest Dungeon allows me to put up an episode anytime I play it, and Jagged Alliance 2 does not necessarily do that. So this play session, for example, has currently been 2 hours and 11 minutes. However long the video ends up being after editing, you can tell me. But that gives you an idea of a lot of times how much I have to cut out. I do hope you guys are enjoying the series. If you are, feel free to subscribe for more videos on the channel every single day. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other episodes. And I will catch you guys next time.